What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome to episode number 57 of my Rise to Fame Ultimate Team series. I'm just going to go straight ahead and continue into the question time that I had, guys. By the way, this team that I come up against here, I was so sure it was the same team that I came up against in the last final. It's so fucking similar. So I actually went and checked my most recent played people, and yeah, it wasn't the same person, but so yeah, let me just quickly go onto Twitter. My mouse battery keeps telling me it's dying. I only changed the fucking batteries about 3 days ago. But yeah, let me go down here. Where are we? Jesus Christ. Right, here we go. Back to where we were. Where do you think Newcastle United will finish this year? I think they will finish in the Premiership. If you were to start a company, what would that company make and sell? Well, I actually already own 2 companies. One of them is just my company that's for me to do with YouTube and stuff. And the other one is for a website that doesn't currently exist because I'm shit at life and stuff like that. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to make and sell things. You could just be a company and reap the fucking advertising benefits. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Oscar Priest says, will 4Play be back anytime or something similar with others? That's actually really funny. I was just talking to Calfreezy right before this video about that. He was watching me on PTFO a few days ago, and I had a great time on there. And we might change we wanted to change 4Play anyway, because as you guys know, KSI can't do 4Play anymore because he's just too busy with his life and stuff. You know, he's got a lot of commitments with YouTube and things like that. But as far as I'm aware, AA Nice Skills still wants to do it, and myself and Calfreezy definitely still want to do it. It's just about finding the time at the moment. And we were going to have a guest on as the 4th person all the time. What we might do though is still call it 4Play, but do it kind of like PKA or PTFO, where we just have like 7 guests basically. So me, AA and Callum will run the show, and then we'll have 7 guests, because on Google Hangouts you can get 10 people, and basically have a lot of people from the community on, and just, you know, shoot the shit and have a bit of fun. And I think that will be a lot better for everyone, because, you know, you get a lot of different just a lot of different opinions and a lot of different topics. And, you know, if we got a few people that are beefing in the community, we can bring them both on and have them battle it out 1v1. I'll drop a sick beat, you know, and they can just go ham. But yeah, that's pretty much that. The next question we've got are, do you like when the water splashes on your balls when you take a shot? I think he means a shit. Do I like it when the water splashes on my balls when I take a shit? Dude, I'm gonna be honest, man. My balls are so big, they're already in the water. So, you know, the shit kind of like just drips down my balls and into the toilet rather than the other way around. So that's why I'm so thankful I've got a bidet. You know, got to use that shit every time. Next question we've got: can I give you a game for 50k? Probably not, because you're probably on Xbox. But I mean, I'm totally down for games for coins. I haven't got 50k if you're on Xbox though. So. Are you going to try and get people to donate to you to help Movember? I've actually I've failed Movember already, guys. Like I tried, or not tried. I wanted to have a shave, and just keep my moustache for Movember, which is of course what Movember is about. And if you guys don't know or aren't aware, Movember is basically research for cancer of the prostate. It's basically for males' ball cancer, yeah, I tried to do that, and then for some reason I went to the bathroom to have a shave, and I just ended up trimming my beard instead of actually shaving. So now I fucked Movember completely, and I'll have to wait till next year. Next question we've got, guys. If you could go back and change one thing about your life, what would it be and why? I don't know, man. Like, I answered in the last episode, I answered a no regret, like the biggest regret question. And I don't necessarily have too many regrets, and I don't really think I would want to change too many things, because there's so many amazing things in my life right now that if I went back and changed one thing, the knock-on effect it could have might necessarily mean that nothing else that was awesome in my life comes. You know, maybe like you change that one thing and everything else changes. So yeah, I probably wouldn't change anything. Ollie says, will I get a tweet and an answer? We will see. Who is the funniest person you know other than JJ? will you check out my channel? I'm not going to check out your channel. You won't get a tweet because I'm answering it in the video. Will you get an answer? Yes. Who's the funniest person I know other than JJ? I know so many funnier people than JJ. Just straight off the bat, Cal Freezy. He's a funny motherfucker. I tell him this a lot as well. Right? His like real life personality is hilarious, and I really wish he would start putting that into his videos, because you guys would fucking love him as more than you already do. You know, there's a reason why he's got 160,000 subs. I think it would be like twice the size if he started putting his real life humor and comedy into his videos. But unfortunately, he's too gay to do that. So there's obviously there's a lot of funny people in this world, and different people appreciate different types of humor. And that's pretty much that, really. Next question we've got is from Moldy. He says, yes, Nepo, is Need for Speed worth buying? Will you ever do a commentary with some subs possibly in the future and play me a game? Is Need for Speed worth buying? Yes, it is. I've had hours of enjoyment out of this game. It's very, very rare for me to pick up another game and start playing it as much as I have with Need for Speed. Usually I'll get a game, I'll play it for like half an hour or something, I'll get bored shitless and be like, do you know what, I just want to go and play FIFA or COD, and I'll go and do that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying some Need for Speed right now. It's a very enjoyable game. We'll ever do a commentary with some subs possibly in the future. That's a difficult one, because once you open that door, there's no closing it. You know, it's the same as like liking someone's video when they ask, or retweeting them when they ask. Like, if you do it for one person, everybody just expects you to do it for them. So if I do it, you know, if I do a commentary with like a whole bunch of subs and we just have a bit of fun and chat and whatever, it would be awesome, don't get me wrong, and it would make for a really interesting video. But at that point, I would just be expected to do it every video. And like, you know, the people that don't get to be involved, that really want to be involved, they just start to turn like a little bit bitter and stuff. And I don't know, it's not necessarily, it's just a really, really difficult thing to judge. I mean, it's something I'll think about for sure, and something maybe I'll try and put in a way that I can do it fairly, I guess. Jason McGoldrick says, how long does it take you to style your beard? Sorry to burst your bubble, buddy, but I don't actually style my beard. I just let it grow however it grows. Adam Lachlan says, best battle rapper in the UK. Now, for me, it's a guy called Possessed. He doesn't actually rap anymore. I mean, he doesn't battle anymore. He still raps, but he doesn't battle. He's like the lead of Rhyme Asylum, and he's insane. Like, he's really, really good. And I don't know, like there's a few guys, like, but if I know you're talking about like battle rap, like when you see like on Don't Flop or whatever. But I used to be on a battle website, and if you want to know desperately, you'll have to go and watch every single one of my videos, because I've mentioned it a couple of times in a few of the early videos. So if you want to go back and really find it, you can find it in there. I used to be on a battle website, and basically what you did is like you'd call someone out, or you'd do an open call out, which is, you know, where basically the first person to reply has a battle against you, and you'd set the rules, and the rules would be like 16 lines or 10 lines or 8 lines or 20 lines or 50 lines, you know, however many lines your rules are. And basically you would write down your verse, and then they would read it and they would reply, and they would write down their verse, or the other way around, you know, like they'd write down their verse and then you would write down your verse. No music or anything, it's just text, lyrics. And then the other people on the website would go and read the two battle verses and vote for which person they thought was the victor. And I did that a lot in my sort of teens and early 20s. Like I had probably around 150 to 200 battles under my belt. I had a pretty decent record. I didn't lose many battles, but there was a few guys there that were just fucking inspirational. You know, like they could write lyrics like you wouldn't believe, and it's shocking how good some of these guys are. Not all of them, of course. How good some of these guys are at writing lyrics and getting across a message, compared to the state of the rap game these days, and like the hip hop and urban side of things. Like literally, like that's why I don't know. Like I like to find things on YouTube for music and stuff, because what you see in the charts is just money-making bullshit, where somebody's got a deal because they know somebody else, or, you know, because they got like a break that they maybe didn't deserve. I'm not talking for everyone, again, obviously there's a lot of people that do deserve what they've got, but there's a lot of really talented people out there, and it kind of reflects the YouTube community a long way as well. Like, there's a lot of big guys out there now, and some might argue, myself, that are only big because they were the first people to get involved, or because they know someone that was big, or because they got a shout out from someone big before. And now that there's possibly like 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 amazing YouTubers out there that just will never get noticed because they're just around in like the wrong, the wrong time, and it's a shame, but it's just how it goes. There's not really anything anyone can do about it. People will always see what they're forced to see, and in the music industry you're forced to see what MTV shows you or what Radio 1 plays you, and that's just how it is. Next question we've got: how long do you think you're playing Need for Speed for before you get bored? I'll definitely complete the game, and then, as I said in my video, I'll do a giveaway of it. So Tom Hollywood says, what is your real name? That's a very good question, Tom Hollywood. Stephen McConnell says, what is the best pack you've ever gotten on all FIFAs? Probably in FIFA 11 when I got Ashley Young in form in a pack, and he was worth about 250,000 coins, and I did it in a live stream where I opened 1.5 million coins worth of packs, and when I had about 300,000 coins left I got him in a pack. So that's how bad my pack luck was then, and my pack luck is not really any better now. I mean, I get the odd good player here and there, but whenever I get in forms, I always get the shitters. I always get the guys that are worth discard value, or like maybe 20k or something like that. I never get the really solid players. Like I'll never open a pack and get like the inform Ronaldo or something like that. It just doesn't happen for me, which is really frustrating, but that's how that is. Alex says, do you feel that playing video games could get you further than just YouTube, e.g. a job at EA, or are you just happy doing YouTube? Okay, so this is actually something I talked briefly about on PTFO, if you guys watched it. If you didn't watch it and you do want to watch it, if I remember, I'll leave a link in the description, but if not, guys, just type into YouTube PTFO Live, look at the channel when I was on PTFO Live episode 5, and for me, YouTube is hopefully a platform to different things, because I really, really enjoy being in front of the microphone, in front of the camera. I enjoy entertaining people, I enjoy talking to people, I enjoy relating with people, I enjoy the whole social media aspect of what YouTube offers, and so things like presenting would definitely interest me, presenting sports shows or TV shows or whatever, like early morning news shows. I don't know if I'll be able to get up for that. I might just stay up and present, but yeah, presenting shows would definitely be something I'm interested in, and moving into that sort of market would be awesome, but I think what I've done on YouTube definitely gives me it's a great asset to have on your CV. You should never look at anything in a negative manner like that, and if you've done anything in your life, make sure you can benefit from it and put it on your CV, because you just never know what might come around the corner. YouTube could stop in 3 months, 6 months, a year. I don't see it happening, to be honest. I see it just growing for a long time. But a job in the games industry would be amazing, but these guys work their fucking butts off and they get such little credit for it because the amount of shit they get when things go wrong and the lack of praise that they get when things go right. I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I don't know if I have the passion enough to invest my life into something like that, when I could be playing the game and having fun playing it, and showing you guys what I do and having fun with you guys. So I definitely think it could get me further than just YouTube, yes. Whether or not it comes along, I guess depends on how hard I work, really. So yeah, and recently I've been working fucking hard at this. I really, really have. Would you rather fight 100 rabbit-sized wild beasts or one wild beast-sized rabbit? I'd rather fight one wild beast-sized rabbit, because I'll just bring a big fuck-off carrot and throw it at it, and then job done. Whilst it's munching down on a carrot, I just slice his fucking neck. Faraz Javid says, will you ever do a recent setup video? I would, but I don't see the point at this current stage of my life, because it's pretty much exactly the fucking same as my original setup video. The only thing that's different is I've moved the desk from the right hand side of the room to the left hand side of the room. So yeah, I don't really see the point in doing that right now in time. But when I move house towards the end of this year, I'll definitely do a new setup video and stuff. Mohammed says, do you think being unconfident about how someone looks affects their life? Yeah, it sure does. And one thing that's crazy as well, like, people get so blown up on looks and stuff, but confidence is a very attractive feature to have on a person. So whether or not you're like super attractive, that's not necessarily everything in life. You know, being attractive, it doesn't make you a better person than someone that's unattractive. You know, it's actually something that I'd love to talk about over a whole episode. So I won't really go any further than that. But yeah, that's a really good question. Next question we've got Lisandro Do That Guy. Okay. Jeff asks, brown bread or white? For me, I prefer white, but brown is obviously better for you than white. I have to punch you because I got my finger through. Okay, that's for the picture. Why do you like responding to haters? I've mentioned this so many times, and I'll mention it one more time real quick. I do enjoy responding to haters because it's interesting to have a bit of banter back and forth, and when it goes too far, you know, I'll end up blocking them or whatever. But the reason, like, I get so much people think that I just respond to haters because those are the sort of comments that get replies and thumbs up and stuff when it's not necessarily the case. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Darren Robson says, and he's at Darren R14 on Twitter, at Darren R14. His question is, you cunt. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.